What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we're going to react to my 2018 AFL season predictions. I'm expecting some horrible results from my predicting on my behalf, but you know, let's have a look and see how bad I went. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for plenty more content, particularly Port Adelaide, but there'll be some AFL content along the way. And you know, yeah, jump on and join the family because we're only 14. This age, only 14 subscribers to 1,000. I've got some big plans in place for when we finally get there for the new year. So hopefully we get there before Christmas. So jump on board, hit that subscribe button, and let's react to my 2018 AFL season predictions.
They've got some new recruits, but they're in a completely rebuilding stage. And unfortunately for North fans, I do not see them.
North Melbourne 18th. That was yeah.
Moving along to 17th.
Gold Coast in 17th. I think I actually got that right.
Some new recruits from different clubs. But I hope
got that right.
And for the fans' sake that they do improve. Maybe 5, 6, 7 wins.
What did they get? 3? 4? Because I know they started the year 3-3. I don't think they won too many after that, so maybe 5.
In 16th position on the ladder today we have Carlton.
So Carlton finished bottom, and I'll put them 16th.
Drastic change to make the top 10, even the top 15. I think 16th is probably a reasonable position for them.
Reasonable.
After the last couple of years, they have improved a little bit across the board, but I think it's a make or break.
They actually went backwards. That's how bad they went in 2018. Brisbane in 15th. Probably the best 15th place team I've ever seen play in the AFL. I can't wait to do 2019. There's going to be so much surprises. 3-0 and 14th. I think I got that right too. Wasn't that hard to pick the bottom 10, to be honest. I mean, there's a couple of shocking calls, but I think overall you can tell the difference between the good teams and the ones that aren't going to be as much of a contender. Whereas next year it's going to be even harder to pick. Bulldogs in 13th, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nothing changed in 2018, to be honest. They still had a lot of injuries. Lost a bit of heart. I feel like I'm at that stage where I'm a bit more confident in recording, but still it's cringy as hell. Like right now. 12th was Hawthorn. My God, did I get that wrong. North Melbourne finished 9th. I've put them at 18th. Hawthorn finished 4th, and I put them at 12th. Two shocking calls. Yeah, keep an eye on Hawthorn, who finished supposedly, as I put it, 12th.
11th is West Coast, the most hated team.
Oh dear God. I put the premiers of 2018 11th. Did you notice the typo too? I put 12th instead of 11th in the editing room. Another mistake. I'm still holding on to the 2017 elimination final. Yeah, that happens every day. And then I put the other grand finalists in 10th. This is why you stay in school, kids. Sometimes having an expert opinion isn't always the best thing. I'm nowhere near a freaking expert. You might see him in the top 8 this year. You might see him in the top 4. Hey, who knows? You might see him in the grand final. I think if you told me Collingwood were going to be 5 goals up in the first quarter of the grand final, I would have, yeah, I would have chuckled. And speaking of chuckling, another horrible mistake, putting St Kilda at 9th. I thought they'd improve, but they were shocking this year. Every team's got to find an edge. Just a metaphor. Oh, I'm talking about the Robbie Gray goal. Now we're getting into some fond memories. I wouldn't be very happy with that. Melbourne in 8th. Yeah, I tell you what, I was very, very pleased with Melbourne this year. I was really rooting for them, you know, on another level to Port Adelaide. But I really, you know, I had a soft spot for Melbourne, and I think for them to go all the way to the prelim, and you know, they really made a big stride this year, and I'm really looking forward to what they're going to bring in 2019. Yeah. Sydney in 7th. Well, I was on the mark there, but Sydney never really got going. And then they never really, when they didn't get going, they never really not, you know, drop. They had that 4 losses in a row, but they never really, I don't know, lost some form, I guess. And then when they showed up in that elimination final against GWS, and they absolutely carked it, I think it just showed how much Sydney I don't think we're going to be as good of a team as we think they are. And I think next year you might see them not be quite as a challenge as what they have been and what they are. Essendon in 6th, yeah, look. Oh yeah? Yeah, Essendon were a bit of a disappointment this year. I really had high hopes for them, another one like Melbourne. Geelong in 5th. They finished up 8th, didn't they? So Melbourne and Geelong swap them around, and I got it right. They still played each other in the elimination final. Yeah, Geelong, along with Sydney, I think are another one next year that I don't really see them making a massive impact. You might see them in the 8, you might not. You might, you know, see them even drop even further than we think. But oh, look at this. The most disappointing team of the 2018 season. I've put them in 4th. I felt pretty good at this time too. Yeah. Top 10 was alright. It was looking pretty good when Port Adelaide were 11 and 4. They were you know, keeping my predictions intact until, yeah, screwed that one up, didn't we? And look, another prediction I absolutely cocked up. Yeah, that was a good one. I didn't mind that. Richmond 2nd. They were top. Yeah, they didn't have Premier Blues. They finished top. They were so far ahead, and yet they crumbled to Collingwood in the prelim. They'll be back again next year, though. That's almost guaranteed. They're just, I don't know what it is. It's like Hawthorn of 2000 and the early 2010s. They just continued to battle along deep in the innings, and eventually, you know, in 2017 scored that century. Premiership cricket term. It's a summer. The biggest disappointment of my predictions would have to be picking GWS as number 1. This team is probably overall the most overrated team in the competition. Everyone looks at them and thinks, you know, they're like the all-star team that just doesn't produce an all-star performance. One star player's out injured, one star player's suspended, Now they're losing Dylan Shield. This is, yeah, it's very hard to read GWS next year, and I think coming into this year we all thought they were gonna be a force. Alright, the individual awards, this will be interesting. It was 18 minutes long to be precise. You gotta take things into consideration. Explain your details. Why are you picking this team where? Okay, 5 people. This will be interesting. Carked was almost. He was up there, Dusty. Carked it. Bloke was injured, out of form, tagged, everything you could possibly say. Oh, goodness gracious me. I mean, he got 18 votes, I think it was. So if Port Adelaide could perform better, we might have a Brownlow medalist. I put Dan Hanbury? Tom Mitchell has 50 disposals a game. Didn't even make it into my suggestions. I put Dan Hanbury. Nah, I'm done. I'm going to move on. Coleman medal time. Please tell me I got this right.
Josh Kennedy from the West Coast Eagles, always up there, always kicking goals, and he can hit bags of 7, 8, 9.
I mean, I've got a point.
So you definitely see Joshy up there. Buddy Franklin from Sydney.
Yeah, Buddy kicks goals. Good so far. He kicked his lowest tally of goals for Port Adelaide in the 3 years he's been there. Eddie Betts even had a stinker of a year. Ben Brown won it, I think. So, 3 out of 5. And that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone, to this reaction of my 2018 AFL season predictions. A couple more videos that will come out across the next couple of weeks before Christmas. So hopefully you can tune in then. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel for plenty more footy content and in particular Port Adelaide content. Thank you very much for watching, guys. My name is Anthony, and as always, calm the pen.